It's late, but I'm back. Seems like it was a bit of food poisoning, to be honest. Not saying that might not have to go back yet, but we'll see. So today then, 16th of April 26, it's How to Beat the Devil. That's what I'm getting for the song. Sounds like Johnny Cash, we'll see. So we've got Aquarius, which is your North Node, 11th house. We've got 8th house of Scorpio, which is death and rebirth. And we've got the North Node. So we're not living in the past anymore. Keep telling you, but it's over. The past is over. Future's not promised. We have to live in the now. So it is the tower that it was mentioned yesterday. I haven't wrote the song up yet, but I've got the chart up because I did do the chart yesterday. I just didn't get it posted. So here we go, everybody. The past gone. Finished, over. This is us stepping into the future. No more returning. No more saying yes, but. There's the devil, first card. And it's not his card. It's on the Leo card. Because this is the only deck I know that has the devil on there, the Capricorn on there. So let's see. What do they want us to know then? Looking for the tower, which was Pisces in Neptune, but at the minute it's Aries in Neptune. Because the sun is in Aries and Neptune's in Aries. And Aries is all over the bloody shop. So, there it is. So thankfully we are destroying and we are filling our own cup. Well done, you lot. You've been listening. Well done. It isn't going to make you happy, but they said, didn't they? For a while you aren't going to be happy, but it has to be done. So there we go. Absolutely fantastic. Let's get this done. The tower falls. Love has left the building. Pisces energy. So Pisces has left Neptune and now we're in Aries. Well done, Spirit. Got a little bit of Cancer there at the bottom. Family life. But there's no love and there's no commitment. And this has left us empty, drained, not in charge of our emotions, especially the blokes. Dolphins could be important to you for some reason. No, this is Cancer. This is the home and family life. So we've got Cancer in both cards. Cancer being the cardinal sign, so it's the king. It's the breast and the stomach or abdomen. So issues there health-wise. Somebody self-medicating, alcohol, drugs, whatever that is, depression. We are running on empty. Now we have a couple. This is Scorpio, 8th house. We've got it in the dice. Death and rebirth. We are destroying something so something new can be created. And that may mean that these two people, a divine couple, are not on the same page. So emotionally, love has left the building, especially for the bloke. Of any sign, because even though I'm saying the signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, are all of the same suit, it's a family issue. There it is. We are destroying that tower because it has become for us a prison. We've realised the more you attain materially, the harder you have to work to keep it. And there is, you're selling your soul to the devil. And the only way to beat the devil is to let that tower fall. And then we can begin a new chapter. Travel to the object of our desire, be they persons, things or events. The World Wide Web. The cosmic dance. Ending this chapter so that we can begin anew. It's hardest for the fixed signs of Taurus, Leo, Scorpio and Aquarius. Because somebody doesn't want to be all work and no play. Jack or Jacqueline want to go out and play. Either you're in a child or your children want to spend more time with you, or you want to be more childlike, going out in nature, not flogging your guts out for the rest of your life for some, like a slave, for some faceless company. Names. 16, it is today's card, it's neutral, so I will say the names but not necessarily important. Chris, Mandy, Neil. And then we have there, turning your back on everything you've ever known or believed to be true, especially wealth, because this is the Buddha card. He left the palace, his family and everything behind to follow his true life purpose. Your North Node. This is grandparents. This is spirit. They will walk beside you. They will not let you go through this next part of your journey alone. They will lead you, they will guide you, they will walk beside you, just as it says at the top of my pages. 2 snakes. 2 people born in the year of the snake. Above all, it's Virgo. Hospitals. Health issues. Healing. A lot of names connected to this one for me. Millie, Darren, Mike, Susan, Julie, Walter, and that's just the ones I can remember at the minute. And the truth will set you free. Use that sword to cut the ties that bind you to the past. There it is. 1 week. Absolutely amazing. I don't really want to go on with it because I know there's going to be some argy-bargy here, but there we go. Because we're following our true life purpose. Your true life purpose is what's in your 11th house. It will tell you whether you should have been a teacher or a doctor or whatever it is. Your 11th house it's what you should be aiming towards. So see what you've got in your 11th house, and then look up, Google it, what is the meaning of Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, whatever, in your 11th house. What does it mean? What should you be? Naturally as Aquarius, which means confronting. There it is again. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. This is Cinderella. She is slogging her guts out, not for 2 ugly sisters, but for 2 ugly brothers who think they're better than her. She is left mining all those emeralds that she will never ever see. She is making money for them. And she's burning the candle at both ends, probably getting emphysema because her lungs are clotted with rubbish. All for what? So, 8 years it's been going on. And there's the Scorpio card. 8th house in the dice, Scorpio. Death and rebirth. So, something ends, so something new can be born. This is our butterfly card. This is Nick, Helen, Hannah. It is transformational energy. Going into the as a caterpillar and coming out the other side as a butterfly. No one can help you through this. They can walk beside you, they can be there for you, but they cannot do this for you. You have to do it yourself, because if anybody helps a butterfly out of the cocoon, their wings will not be strong enough and they will not be able to fly. So this is something you must face yourself. 13. Yeah, there it is. End this chapter and do it now. Then you are free to travel, be it physically, emotionally, or mentally, to a new phase of being. The World Wide Web, globally even. The enemies within. You will overcome your enemies. It could be that you're your own worst enemy. That is harsh words, communications coming in Gemini. But it doesn't mean it's not true. There is a death or a passing, an actual death. But we are overcoming it. We are healing from it. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Enough is enough. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. It brought you to your knees, but that is what needed to happen. For you to realise that love has left the building. And there's no commitment here. Because of the lies, deceit and theft, we've doubled up. Somebody here is lying. Mind games, deceit. And it has cost dearly the foundations, the security of the family, or money financially. But you will be rewarded in other ways. There's the drama queen again. We had her yesterday, didn't we? So violets, the flowers, Sweet William, Violet Elizabeth, William, Dennis Waterman, Bonnie Langford, Neighbours. This is a drama queen. It doesn't have to be a woman, but this card is specifically a Leo female. Not all Leo's are drama queens. She's in reverse, so this is the negative side of it. This could be a male or a female, but this is somebody who causes drama, probably to stop you moving on. There's always a crisis. There's always something that they need to be done now, their way. And if they don't get their way, they will scream and scream and scream until they're sick to get what they want. Or they will fake health problems, whatever it is that they need to do, they will do it. Drama. Blimey. So 21 is Bob Dean. There it is. Somebody's self-medicating. They have hit rock bottom. They're running on empty. They cannot do this anymore. It's sad. It's very sad. So you must now fill your own cup. Your cup is never half empty or half full. It is refillable by you. There is a birth, a conception of a new era, a new life, a new way of being. So he went in empty, into his comfort zone, transformed his energy, and came out full and happy because of a gift given by Spirit. 1 month. Yeah. Someone is refusing to take action, and it may be the very thing that brings this tower crashing down. They are not passionate. They don't want to take any action. They're not interested. And that will do it. So we've got 3 aces. We're just missing 1. Miracles are about to happen. The masks are coming off. No more mind games. We will be very clear in our mind. Siblings, children, blunt speak, but above all, magic. You have all the tools at your disposal. The sword, the wand, the cup. We're just missing the disc. Miracles. Doris and Martin and Steve. 10 months. We have now 2 10s, 3 10s. So financially, emotionally, and mentally, we have come to the end of the road. The only one missing is the 10 of Wands. We just have to lay that burden down. Too many. We can't keep it at that level forever. We have good and generous friends. There could be females in uniform here. Taurus energy, it's about your worth, your value, or what you value. Materialism, or an improvement in your finance and career. Again, there's two little people there watching. So she's maybe decided, do you know what? I'm not going to slog my guts out anymore for other people and bring them the emeralds. I'm actually going to go into business for myself and become rich. And become rich not in just material things, but in value of myself. So these two now, the two little fellas, can you see them? They're still there lurking in the corners, but she's happily working for herself now. She knows her worth. She doesn't have to do this anymore. Wow. Yeah. The nightmare is almost over. You just have to finish it. That cage door has always been open. No more sleepless nights. It's time to fly. No more banging your head against a brick wall. You're going to take a lump hammer to it and destroy it. And it will bring change. But you are not going to back down in a fight. And there she is, the fairy godmother, chucking you off that cliff. Do not lose hope. Do not give up on yourself. Not on anybody else, on yourself. What we are reaping now is what we sowed, intentionally or unintentionally. So we must do the right thing from now on, because this is our future we're talking about. We may have made mistakes in the past, but now we must lay the seeds, the foundations for a new future. And we have to think very carefully about what's right and what's wrong. This is the equivalent to my lady that I like. I'm going to pull them because I hope she comes out. Number 6 she is, the fairy godmother. She will rip out your insides. She won't do it nicely, and she doesn't suffer fools, but she will chuck you off a cliff. And you've got to make your wings on the way down. So it's the apple tree. We don't chop the apple tree down for firewood because it didn't give us enough apples. We prune the branches, feed the roots, and hope for a better crop next time. Finally, there's our Aries, and our Aries is all over this chart. He's going to take action, and he's going to honour the dead. Aries, a man of action, a man of passion. No more. He'll do what he says he's going to do. He always does what he says he's going to do. So, as far as Aries goes, we've got Aries Sun, we've got Aries Moon, we've got Aries in Mercury. So there's Mercury. Bloody hell, it's all over the place. We've got Mars in Aries. We've got Saturn in Aries. We've got Neptune in Aries. We've got Chiron in Aries. We've got the DC in Aries. And Aries is in, believe it or not, the 7th house of partnerships, legal matters, and open enemies. So Aries is a big deal. Then we've got, what did we say? The main characters is Gemini and Virgo. Yeah. So Gemini and Virgo. Gemini is in the 9th house of knowledge, learning some knowledge, or imparting some knowledge, telling somebody something. And Scorpio is in the 2nd house of your value and your worth, or what you value and what it's worth. It's not in the main chart, Virgo. No, it seems it's Gemini. It's all about the Aries. So, the bit players, we have Leo, we have Scorpio, we have Cancer and Taurus. Is that them? So, Leo, Scorpio, Cancer and Taurus. No Leo in the main chart, so that could be a person. Cancer, Jupiter's in Cancer. Uranus is in Taurus. Venus is in Taurus. Midheaven's in Cancer. Ceres is in Taurus. And Taurus is in the 8th house, which Scorpio usually is. Well done, Spirit. Virgo is in the 12th house of what you must sacrifice. You will sacrifice your health if you stay in this situation. Scorpio could probably be a person also in a person's chart as well, because it's not in here. So that's a big 8. So we're changing the cards for today because I'm hoping she'll come out. It has happened before, but there's no guarantee. I want my fairy godmother. I'd love my fairy godmother. However, that's the equivalent to the fairy godmother there. It is an island 27. So they will not let you walk this journey alone. So if you're frightened of the future, of being alone, you're never alone. It's a spiritual journey, your true life purpose. And it may come after a health crisis. Oh no, we've got the 15. And what did I say about the devil? The devil is the 15. So how to beat the devil. Speed, masculinity and flow. There's nothing more masculine than the Aries. 15. So they played a bladder on me there, didn't they? They brought the devil in instead of the fairy godmother. How to Beat the Devil was the song. So the master of the hunt. He made himself known to me at the time I encountered the white stag. And you know, for me, the white stag is very important. It is animal totem. If those who've watched Harry Potter, you know this. So the name Harry could be important. Harry Potter is Potterus. Somebody may be a Potter for all I know. The white stag for me is also my mentor Mark, who passed away. So the name Mark could be very important. And my brother Tony, who passed sadly. So it's spirit again. Were they one and the same? I'm not sure, for they appeared as separate entities, but somehow I felt they were one. He didn't reveal his name to me, and the more I've researched him, I understand why. The Horned Man has been seen in many locations and many timelines. Therefore, depending on where you originate, you will know him by other names, just like we know the devil as Pan or Lucifer or Morningstar or whatever you want to call him. He may be known as Cernunnos, and the hunter, the horned god, master of the hunt, or Gwyn ap Nudd, king of the fairies. The imagery I saw was him running through the forest with such skill as though he knew every rock, every dip, every tree. You don't have to look where you're going. You just need to jump off that cliff. He was part of the forest. He looked at me with a smirk and a nod as he ran. He didn't need to look where he was going. It was just pure flow. He then approached me and hugged me as, like the white stag, he saw that I was weary. Yes, drained, very drained. I lay my head on his shoulder, and in that embrace of someone who cared and wanted to lend his strength, as do spirit, they will walk beside you. On drawing this card, the master of the hunt is asking, where have you stepped out of the flow? Are you feeling supported and flowing in what you're doing in your life? Or are you facing resistance and exhaustion? You see, you cannot be completely in the flow if there is some part of your life that is residing in resistance. Resistance can come in many forms. Do you hate your job? Do you cringe every time you have to head to work? Is there something in your life you have to do that brings your energy levels down, or people you have in your life that block your creativity? The drama queens. You might even develop pains in your body, especially your neck, where you're holding that tension because of these issues, which is a physical manifestation of the block in your life, resistance. If you can become more aware of these blockages, you then look at how to change them and ask, what do I want? What do I truly want? And she didn't want to work for those two ugly brothers anymore. She wanted to be her own person. If you're stuck in a job you don't like, shift your self-talk. So think, manifest positively about your future. About it to something more positive and less permanent. You might say to yourself, I am grateful for this job, just like she was, because it is getting me to where I need to be. Then it is time to go after what you really want and become the master of the hunt. Hunt out exactly what is necessary to get where you need to be. Allow yourselves to shift the negative talk around what we don't want. Stop saying what you don't want. Say what you do want. Can help you shift into a vibrational match of what you do want, which creates the flow, the chi. Don't be afraid to reach out and ask for support if you've got good friends there, and the strength of those around you. You might have exhausted yourself by being in a situation you don't like or pursuing too hard to make something work, when you really need to remove your roadblocks and allow the flow to take you where you need to be, your North Node. Going to the North Node now, we're going to have a look in the book. So, North Node it is. This is what must be your life's purpose, your destiny, what you are striving towards. Where's our hermit? There he is. That's what you're striving towards. It's your choices and your growth, your latent potential. This is what must be done to fulfill your destiny, since it represents what the soul must become. It is unknown territory and not always particularly comfortable place. The path is less travelled, and at the beginning of the journey you will inevitably want to fall back into the South Node that is comfortable, the past. At such times the soul must pick up the innate talents it has developed in the past, so only the positive, lodged in the South Node, and bring them into the service of the North, but we do not bring the baggage with us. So, in Aquarius, the path of evolution, the soul is assisting the evolution of not just the cells but humanity as a whole to a new vibration that brings equality for each and every person and soul. And in the 8th house, karmic evolution. There's the karma, the 7 of Pentacles. Demands that the soul explores sex, birth, death, rebirth. Scorpio energy. Sharing resources with others. So it's shared resources and the reproductive organs. So that's also sharing bodily fluids, put it that way. So the lesson then, let's have a look. I don't know what time you'll get this because it is quite late. And my waterfall's finally working. I don't know why. You see the ball rotating at the top? It's lovely. It's got a nice little light on it as well. It's been making a funny sound since I got it, but I think it's because I was too scared to put enough water in it. Eros. The most important thing in this world, it says it in the Bible, it says it in from Spirit, are the things you cannot buy. Freedom, health, happiness, but above all, love. Love is free to give and receive. Eros, don't doubt your love, because this is about doubting, like the doubting Thomas, I think, in the Bible. Eros was very beautiful. It's bloke. It's also Valentine, which keeps coming up. And I did say, didn't I? I did a read for somebody in there called Valentine. It was very strange. I've never met anybody called Valentine before. So it's your heart chakra. Your heart wants what your heart wants, and you mustn't deny it. Eros certainly didn't, even though he'd been rejected, or he felt like he had. Eros is the Greek god of love, born the son of Aphrodite. He is considered to be the most beautiful and the youngest of all Greek gods. He is depicted as the young winged boy, holding a bow and arrow in his hands, a Sagittarius, and is often represented as Cupid. Eros fell in love with Psyche, and because he was so beautiful, he insisted that she would never look upon him for her own safety, and therefore would only meet in the darkness of night. So, clandestine or secret love. After much pressure from her family and friends, who was in her ear all the time, who did not believe her story of his beauty, Psyche tricked Eros by lighting a lamp, and in them days there was oil filled. As she saw his beauty, she began to tremble, and as she did, the hot oil from the lamp fell on Eros and scarred him. In physical and emotional pain, the emotional because she doubted him, he flew away, wondering why she had doubted him. Aphrodite, the evil drama queen, his mother, she did have good reason, good cause, seeks revenge. So the woman seeks revenge on Psyche. However, Eros heals from his wounds, so hospital heals from his wounds, and he returns to Psyche because they cannot be apart to rescue her from his mother. They then marry and live out their lives together. So he loved her enough to put whatever that wrong was, in the past. So don't live in the past. Let's get the angel message then. Unconditional love above all things. That's how you beat the devil then. That's what the song's about. Beating the devil. Because he cannot beat love. Wisdom. Lessons learned. Knowledge. Again, Sagittarius. Ken. Knowledge is learnt, but wisdom is divine prompting from within you. Your angel guidance is to connect to your still quiet center, just like that, and listen to the wisdom of your soul from deep in your gut, which is the Virgo energy. When you take decisions and act from your own infinite self, you don't listen to anyone else. With wisdom, life will take you on new perspectives, as dramas and fears there become insignificant in comparison with the magnificence of the bigger picture. So walk your path in life as one with the wise one. Lead me, guide me, walk beside me. And all will revere and respect you. Listen to your inner wisdom. Your gut is telling you. If it's gut-wrenching and clear that you need to do something, do it. Don't fight against it. And finally, Number 20, dreams. Keep your dreams alive. Spirit may be talking to you in your dreams. Watch for it looks like an alligator or a crocodile, but it's called a caiman, Caiman, and the poppy. November the 11th, Remembrance Day for us, or the name poppy. Dreams, dream time, number 20, which is the Judgment Day card in the tarot. It is when those walls come tumbling down. Thank you. So Gary, Sandra, Joshua, Jericho. So 20 and 21 seem to be important. So it could be the 20th of this month and the 21st. Here we go then. Exceptionally quiet and still. The caiman is an alligator-like reptile that spends much of its time in a trance-like state, rousing only to snare its prey. The hunter that we talked about. Likewise, the poppy is closely associated with sleep, but also drugs, so self-medicating. The nightmares is closely associated with sleep. Since ancient times, the powerful sedative opium has been derived from its seeds. Together, the caiman and poppy tell us about our dreams. A dream of yours is about to come true. The miracles are about to happen. Wow, where's he gone? Where's that magician gone with his wand? We've lost him. That miracle is about to take place. Where is it? Damn it. I've lost him. I have no idea where he's gone. Eros is there. The Buddhist, oh there he is. Miracles. A dream of yours is about to come true. Stay still and alert like the caiman, and at the right moment seize your opportunity with relish. You have dreamt about this recently. How can you make your dreams a reality? By manifesting, because every thought can be made into reality. This table started as a thought, and then someone made it into a reality. The architects, the designers, you are your own designer. Put your thoughts into action. Absolutely beautiful. Thanks for listening. Speak soon. Bye-bye.